Hello everyone, this is Calvin Castine. We're at the West Plattsburgh American Legion Field, post 16-19 for action in the Adirondack Slow Pitch League. A couple of the top A division clubs going head to head in the start of a triple header here. Ubald Sunoco, 2.5 games out of first and a game behind the Legion post 16-19 club. And those are the opponents. The Legion with a 15-4 record, Ubald's at 14-5. 5 teams separated by 2.5 games in a very, very tight race. As of this taping, Norm Baker and Sons with a 17-3 record is in first, followed by Custom Canvas, post 16-19, and High Falls Lounge, all tied for second with a game and a half out, and a game behind them is Ubald Sunoco. So this A division wide open at the moment. Looks like Green will be going on the field first, so Ubald's home game. Defensively for the Sunoco men tonight, pitching will be Alan Babby. Behind the plate will be Dan Phillips. At first base, Frenchie Babby. Second base, Kyle Castine. Shortstop, Randy Davison. Third base, Ben Haley. In the outfield, Mark Tatro, Kelly Dragoon, Jim Davison, and Jerry Davison. Dean Rock will lead off for the Legion. He'll be followed by Randy Eversole, Alan Rock, Al Wood, Wayne Medley, Frank Trudeau, Manny Gandarella, John Coyer, Bobby Curry, Tom Rock, and Ernie Rock. Umpires will be Frank Darr, and behind the plate will be Steve Parker. Dean Rock steps in. Alan Babby set to throw the first pitch of the ball game.
Come on, defense now, let's go. Have a game.
And a pitch from Babby. Strike one. Rock hits it back to Babby. Babby will go to Frenchie Babby, and we have one down. Brings up left center fielder Randy Eversole.
Go. On his toes, JD.
A lot of sun. That's not unusual for this field.
Come on, Alex, got one down on him now. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Babs. Come on, Babs.
And Babby delivers. Eversole takes too high. Too much arc, so it's ball one. It's on the plate, but too much arc.
Come on, Al. Come on, Al. Come on, Al. Nice pitch. Nice pitch.
Eversole drives the second pitch to left field. Tatro stops it. Eversole will have two. He'll stop at second.
Good try, Mookie.
Pretty good power.
One down, man.
Brings up the Legion shortstop, Alan Rock. Here's a pitch from Babby.
Nice pitch, Elvin.
First offering's hit back to Babby. Babby thought about Eversole, but Eversole was gone by the time he thought about him. Took the out, and we have two down. Cleanup man Al Wood steps in. Two outs, man at third. Top of the first. Wood hits it high. Playable in right field. Jerry Davison under it. Legion is scoreless in the first. We go to the bottom of the inning with no score.
Come on, Jerry.
Jerry Davison will lead off the bottom half of the first, to be followed by Randy Davison, Jim Davison, Ben Haley, Dan Phillips, Jeff Rossell, Kyle Castine, Mark Tatro, Kelly Dragoon, Frenchie Babby, and Alan Babby. Defensively for the Legion, we have Ernie Rock on the pitching rubber. Behind the plate, Frank Trudeau. At first base, John Coyer. Second base, Dean Rock. Shortstop, Alan Rock. And third base, Wayne Medley. In the outfield, we have Tom Rock, Randy Eversole, Al Wood, and Manny Gandarella. Here's the pitch to Davison. Takes it inside, ball one. No score in the bottom half of the first. To left center, Ebersol under, we have one down. Brings up the shortstop, Randy Davison.
Get it down, get it down, get it down. Come on, Randy.
And the pitch from Ernie Rock. Strike one.
Hit it hard, hit it hard. Randy, come on, buddy. Woo!
Strike two, out of art.
Way up there. Come on now, come on.
Rock ahead, 0-2. And the pitch. That's deep. Ball one. Drives it to left field. 2 down.
Come on, Jimmy. You and Benny.
Brings up the right center fielder, Jim Davison, with Ben Haley standing on deck. There's a pitch from Ernie Rock. Davison drops it into left center for a single. Ebersol takes it on a hop. Davison rounds, but he'll go back to first.
Come on, Ben. Come on, Benny. Get hungry, Benny. We can see now.
Come on, get him right around, get him
Ben Haley. Oh, it's the home run threat. Pops this one in foul territory. A lot of room. It'll be out number 3.
Come on, guys.
So nothing across for Ubalds in the first. After one full, it's scoreless. Third baseman Wayne Medley
Come on, guys. Come on now. Look at Jimmy. He can hit it.
will lead off here in the second. Hits it deep to Tatro. 1 down. Last time we saw Wayne Medley was at the PBA tournament. He just finished shattering the backboard in the slam dunk contest. That was the Policemen's Benevolent Association basketball tournament this past April. Frank Trudeau pounds it to Haley. Haley looks at it, fires to first to Babby. We have 1 down. And brings up Manny Gandarella. Gandarella pounds it foul, strike 1.
Come on now. Stay, Alvin. Stay, Alvin.
And a pitch from Babby. Inside. The left center, Dragoon grabs. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across for the Legion. After an inning and a half, it's still scoreless. Dan Tree Phillips. Leading off the second inning for Ubald's Sunoco in this scoreless contest. Ernie Rock does his aerobics and he's ready to go. Strike 1 on the outside edge. Rock pitching Phillips outside, trying to stay away from his power. And Phillips got underneath that one. That's going to be playable. Alan Rock in foul territory grabs. We have 1 down. And it brings up Jeff Rosell, the extra hitter tonight.
4 for 5 in the wrong direction. Let's get it turned around here.
Ernie Rock checking his defense. Turns and delivers. Kyle Castine on deck inside. Ball 1. Strike 1-1.
Get hungry, Rosie. Get hungry now.
Come on, Rosie. Get ahead, Rosie.
Kyle's hungry. Let's go.
Marcel bounces it back to Rock. He'll go to Coyer in time. 2 down.
No better time you go with 2 right here. Good try, Rosie. Kyle, get it, boy. Give him Mark. Always time for a couple, Kyle.
Brings up Kyle Castine, who's been taking batting tips from his wife, Darcy Castine. She's been watching his stance, and he's going to try to alter it tonight. Get more power behind his swing. He's standing with his legs together, awaiting the pitch. Mark Tatro on deck. To straightaway center. Pulled down for the 3rd out by Mandarella.
Let's go.
Argandarella. And we go to the 3rd inning with no score.
In there somewhere.
John Coyer, the batter. It's at foul, strike 1.
All right, coming at you, Benny. Coming at you.
On your toes, Jerry and Jimmy.
We promised Bob Getz at the first time we saw John play this year. We'd mentioned that he reports for the Plattsburgh Press Republican. He also flies out on occasion. He just did there. Flew out to Mark Tatro for out number 1 in the 3rd. And it brings up the designated hitter, the extra hitter tonight, Bobby Curry. Here's the pitch from Babby. Curry lines it through for a base hit. And he's on with a single. And this will bring up the left fielder, Tom Rock. He lines it. Foul ball.
Watch the line, Monkey. Watch the line.
Feet, Kyle. Come on, Benny. Oh, Benny, let's get 1 here.
Come on, Pat.
Pitch from Babby. That's short. Ball, 1-1. Ernie Rock on deck. Too much art. Ball 2.
Alvin, better not. Alvin, look good, Alvin.
2-1. Nice, good.
It's going to drop into left field. Tatro will take it on a hop. Goes to second. No, it goes to the cutoff. Runners at first and second. And it brings up Ernie Rock.
Somebody's talking on the base hit.
Ernie, a personal friend of Abner Doubleday. Looks at ball 1. Inside, ball 2. I want to thank Ernie along with Keith Dubray for his efforts in getting local programming on Channel 10 in Plattsburgh.
Come on, guys, gotta get him.
Ball 4. Babby walks him and loads him up. And Ernie hustles to first. So with 1 down here in the 3rd in this scoreless ball game, we're back to the top of the order. Dean Rock looks at strike 1.
There it is, Alan, there it is.
Line shot, that's going to score at least 1. It's 1-0 as Curry scores. And Randy Ebersole steps in now.
Randy, you sit over your head.
Says a little prayer.
Come on, guys, go.
Finish that, Mark. Randy. Something's dropping in front of you. Fire up there. Base there, Randy. Go back on it. No sack slide. Good. You go, Mark.
Fair ball right down the line. And it's a 2-0 ball game.
Get out of this, guys. Come on.
Gets us to Allen Rock. There's a pitch from Babby. Rock reaches. And we have an out at second base. Dean Rock left. Not allowed to leave till the ball is hit. So Allen Rock went fishing. Swung at a short pitch. And Dean Rock is out. We have 2 down. That's ball 2. I'll make that strike 1. The first one should have been ball 1, but it was swung at, so it's 1-1.
There you go.
That's hit through the left side. That'll score Ernie Rock. And we'll have runners at first and second with 3 runs in. Brings up the cleanup man, Al Wood. And a pitch from Babby. Drilled to short through the shortstop. Ebersol scores. Throw goes to third. Runners at the corners. It's 4-0. And the batter is Wayne Medley. Just misses deep. Ball 1. 2 outs. Runners at first and third. Top of the third. That's off a light. We just lost a light. Hit that front light, second one in your picture there. Second one from the left, third one from the right. We'll see when the lights come on if it's working, but I doubt if it will. So he not only smashes backboards, he also hits lights. Wayne Medley, a very talented individual. Lofts this high in foul territory near the fence. Tatro over, can't get it. Strike 2. And pitch from Babby inside.
Come on, guys. Come on.
On the ground, that's going to be through the left side. Another run scores. It's 5-0 in. Medley gets 2 bases out of it. Batter now the catcher, Frank Trudeau. And pitch from Babby. Outside, ball 1. Strike 1-1. Same spot. Two runs cross. It's a 7-run inning thus far. Frank Trudeau keeps it going, drives in 2. And the 11th batter of the inning, Manny Gandarella steps in. The man who led it off, John Coyer on deck. Gandarella hits it out of play, strike 1. While they're looking for the balls, we'll check out the Horseshoe League. For all you people who say we don't do enough horseshoe coverage, this is it. This is our annual 15 seconds of horseshoe. And a pitch from Babby. There's a path worn out right in that spot. They just keep hitting it in that same spot. And the 12th batter of the inning led off the inning with an out. He has a chance to make the first and last out of the innings. We'll see how John Coyer does. In the trees, foul.
1-2, Bob. Nothing down the gut here.
Nice pitch, Elvin. Nice pitch.
Inside. Bouncer back to Babby. He goes to Frenchie Babby. So Coyer does it. The first and last out of the inning.
Let's hit it. Let's go, Danny.
And in the meantime, his team picks up 7, and they lead Ubald 7-0 as we go to the bottom of the third.
No more fly ball. Let's go, guys.
Mark Tatro pops up the first pitch, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. And by the time Alan Rock gets to pick it up, the speedy Tatro in at second. So Tatro with a double, a Texas League double. Ubald's trailing 7-0,
Swing through it now. They got to get you.
and Kelly Dragoon at the plate.
Use those legs down here.
Big top half of the inning for the Legion. Strike one. If you want to find a ball in the trees, I guess you send the tree man, Dan Phillips, shagging balls in between innings here. John Coyer grabs, 1 down. It brings up Orville Frenchie Babby.
Come on, Frenchie Babby.
Here's a pitch from Rock. Straightaway center, it's playable. Gandarella under it. 2 down. Tatro stops at second and stays there.
Come on, Al.
Brings up Alan Babby, the pitcher.
Make him work. Come on, fellas. Come on. Get hungry. Hit it hard. Get a hold, Babby. We're going to take it from them, guys. They're not going to give it to us. Good eye.
Ball one.
Come on, Bucky. Gotta work on the run now, Bucky.
Come on, Al. Come on, Al. Keep planning to rip it somewhere.
Third out.
Good shot.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Pulled in by Tom Rock. And we go to the 4th inning with Ubald's remaining scoreless and trailing the Legion by a 7-0 score. Bobby Curry, the second baseman, steps in now. On deck is Tom Rock. Last inning, the Legion sent up 12 batters. Ubald has sent up 11 batters in the first 3 innings. Inside, ball one. Curry got things started last inning with 1 out. There's a strike. Reaches, hits it slowed down by Alan Babby. Randy Davison gets it, so it goes from 1 to 6 to 3. Now we have a 1 down. Brings up Tom Rock with Ernie Rock on deck. Here's the pitch from Babby. Short, way short. Ball one.
There's one.
Dragoon. 2 down. And the veteran Ernie Rock steps in. Walked in his previous trip. Drives it back to Alan Babby. Takes it on the fly. Nice backhanded grab. So the Legion is scoreless in the 4th. It remains 7-0. Legion leading as we go to the bottom half of the inning. It's the top of the order for Ubalds in the 4th. They're down 7-0. We have a slight defensive change. Dean Rock has gone into right field, replacing Al Wood. Al Wood is now the extra hitter. And Jerry Davison on with a single.
That's the way to get pumped up.
And brings up Randy Davison. There's at least one team playing in this league thinking that their extra hitter cannot be put in defensively, alternating with the defensive ball players. But I was told that that was the league rule by a team.
Now let's go. Come on, Randy. Come on, buddy. Home, Randy.
But I asked them why they didn't do that. They had somebody they weren't sure of, and I said just stick him in as the extra hitter. but they said they couldn't do that. So they're operating under the wrong assumption. Gandarella takes. Randy Davison's out. Jerry Davison goes back to first. 1 out. And Jim Davison steps in. Ben Haley on deck. Dan Phillips to follow. Strike 1.
Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. Stop it!
Base hit.
Go, Jimmy. Go, Jimmy. Come on, Benny.
Davison with a single, runners at first and second. Jim Davison on for the second time. Brings up Ben Haley. Dan Phillips swinging the bat on deck. Strike 1.
You're set, Benny. You're set, Benny.
Benny, come on, Benny.
Come on, Benny. Let her rip.
Haley hits it too short. Allen Rock goes to second. Throw to first. Gets wide. Calling for interference at third, but no umpire was watching it. Medley apparently was in front of Jerry Davison, but umpires were otherwise occupied. Just 2 umps, and they can't be watching everywhere. So runners at the corners. And Dan Phillips, the batter. 2 outs. Jeff Roselle coming in to bat to get on deck. Ball 1. And Phillips is not happy with that one. It's at the fence for the 3rd out. So we go to the 5th inning. Ubald's remaining scoreless. It's 7-0. Legion leading.
Let's go. Stay up. You watch the speed.
Right fielder Dean Rock takes ball 1 as we start the 5th inning. That's short. Randy Davison grabs over to Babby, 1 down. Nice play by the shortstop. Brings up Randy Ebersol. Ball 1. Ebersol singles. And Allen Rock steps in. Pitch from Babby is swung on. Hit to third. Haley with the error. Haley didn't get in front of it. Stuck his glove out at it. Give him an error. Cleanup man Al Wood. He drives it through the right side. Bobbled by Jerry Davison. Ebersol scores, and throw comes to second. Wood is in with 2.
Come on, guys.
And Wayne Medley, the batter. Allen Rock at third. Al Wood at second. Hit to Kyle Castine. He can't get a handle on it. Squirts into center field. 2 runs will score. And frustration, Jim Davison throws it away. And Medley moves up an extra base. 10-0. Just 1 out. Frank Trudeau, the batter now. Takes it short. Ball 1. That's a fair ball. That'll score Medley easily. And Trudeau on with a single. Brings up Mandy Gandarella. Strike 1. 11-0. 1 out. We're in the top of the fifth. That's a base hit. Davison almost messed it up for Dragoon. Wanted to catch it on the run. It went under his glove, and Dragoon reacted in time to get it. Trudeau stops at second, and Gandarella on at first. John Coyer takes the short one for ball one. Strike. You can't make the first out of the inning because that's already been done. But we can make the second and third. He's a good long ball hitter. Deep.
Oh no, the ball's already pitched. I thought it was ball four.
Gandarella left the base, thought it was ball four. Not allowed to leave it till it's hit. Oh, Gandarella is out. Not allowed to leave the bag till the ball is hit, even if it's a ball. He thought it was ball four, so he started walking to second. Coyer hits it to Tatro, who grabs it for the third out. It's 11-0. We're going to the bottom of the fifth.
Hey guys, don't do nothing. You're going home early. Let's go.
Come on, Rose. Place it, Jeff. Just hit it.
Jeff Roselle, the batter. As we start the bottom half of the fifth. In the Adirondack League, a 12-run lead after 5 innings is sufficient to call it a game. Legion leads 11-0, so this game will go at least 6 innings. Gandarella grabs, we have 1 down. Kyle Castine steps in, first ball hitting, hits it to Gandarella for out number 2, 2 up, 2 down. And Mark Tatro, the batter.
Come on, Mark. I want a bat.
Kelly Dragoon on deck. Tatro takes deep. Ball 1. That's out of play.
Got rid of that.
Tatro lines that one into center field. Gets away from Ebersole momentarily. He's going to try to stretch it. Going to be in at second. Ball gets away, but it's backed up by Coyer. So Tatro on with 2 bases on it. And Kelly Dragoon, the batter. With Frenchie Babby on deck. Strike. It's it too short. Allen Rock over to Coyer. Nothing across for Ubald. In the 5th, we go to the 6th. With the Legion leading 6, make that 11-0. Bobby Curry, the second baseman, starting the action in the 6th. Hits it foul, strike 1.
Come on now, move it around now.
Deep, 1-1. On the ground, back to Babby. He's going to have to hurry. Not in time. Throws it wide. Left fielder Tom Rock stepping in. Legion needs 1 to put this game in jeopardy of being a 6-inning ball game. The Legion scores at least 1, and Ubald's is scoreless in the bottom of the inning. The game will be over with the 12-run rule kicking in. Kelly Dragoon grabs, 1 down. Jeff LaFountain batting for Ernie Rock. Ernie Rock will go back and pitch. You can substitute for a starter and put the starter back in. Randy Davison bobbles. He'll go to second to get the force. 2 down. Batter now is Dean Rock. He drills it through. Gets away from Jim Davison. And he's on at second. Randy Ebersole, the batter now.
2 down.
Strike 1.
There you go, Alvin.
By Haley. 2-run score. It's 13-0. Allen Rock, first ball hitting. Gets it down the right field line. He'll coast into second. Ebersole will stop at third. And Allen Rock wasted little time, drove it right down the first base line. And it gets us to the cleanup batter, Al Wood. Bounces it back to Alan Babby. He'll go to Frenchie Babby. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And what could be final half inning.
Come on, guys.
13-0 the score. Orville Frenchie Babby leading off. The 6 drives it through the... No! Slow down. Curry goes to first. Ernie Rock slowed it down a little bit. Curry caught up with it, and Babby is out. Looked like it was going to go through. We have 1 down. And Ubald's Sunoco 2 outs away from going home early on this Tuesday evening. Rick Garso is going to bat now. And a pitch. Inside. Ball 1. Top of the order, Jerry Davison on deck. Sunoco men need to score 2. Keep the game going. Coyer bobbles, takes it, goes to first. Unassisted, 2 down. And Jerry Davison, the batter, he and his brother Randy will have to score if this game is to go 7 innings. First pitch is fouled out of play, strike 1. To Curry. Curry to Coyer. And this game is history. A humbling experience for the men in green. And a big victory for the men in blue. Legion Post 16-19, the 13-0 winners. Their record improves to 16-4, while Ubald's falls to 14-6. So Legion moves to within 1 game of first, while Ubald's falls 3 games behind the pace. And that's the way it was in Adirondack Slow Pitch League action on this Tuesday evening, July 10th, 1990, here at West Plattsburgh Legion Field.